Hello everybody, welcome to Let's Play Invisible Ink with me, FeralPony. For those of you who are tuning in from the last mini-series of Let's Play Invisible Ink that I ran, you will notice some things are different from where I just left off. For example, it's this cool fancy background screen. That is because the developers were kind enough to actually finish the game very quickly, which means that we actually have the finished game now. We can play it, and it's super exciting and super cool. There's stuff like intro cinematics, extra polish, new characters, new items. They did a bunch of rebalancing. They actually nerfed that really broken build I was running last time. Unfortunately, actually probably fortunately, the game is probably going to be a lot more fair and fun that way. The downside is it means my save file is gone, because they auto-erase all the save files when they go from early access to launch. But, that being said, we can start with a fresh campaign all the way through, so let's just jump right into that. For those of you who are unfamiliar with the game, Invisible Ink is a turn-based tactical stealth game, and then yeah, it's made by the same guys that did Mark of the Ninja, which is super awesome. They also did Don't Starve, which, you know, people really love. So check out some of the other stuff too. These guys do a pretty consistently solid job. So we're going to actually skip the tutorial. We're just going to jump straight into the campaign. So they have a bunch of different new options here. They have this Show Settings little button, which allows you to basically tweak anything that you would ever want to tweak, which is really cool. So incrementing alarms, number of hours you have in the campaign. Basically anything you could imagine. It's a lot of options here, which is really cool. And they also have all this stuff like Expert Mode, Expert Plus, which is even harder than Expert, Endless Mode, Endless Plus, Time Attack, or anything in between these. You can really do whatever you want. I'm going to be playing on Experienced Mode, with the only option I'm going to be turning on is level retries. And the reason for this is because I want to be able to have run you guys and show you a full run and sort of the entire a good vertical slice, as some people call it, of the start to finish of Invisible Ink. So we're gonna run with that, and let's just jump straight into it. And here we get to try a really cool intro cinematic.
Get to the main server, collect the data, and get out. No detours.
Copy that, Central.
Proceeding to target. Insertion was clean. Alarm level holding steady. We need to get to the 3rd floor. We can make our way to the server room from there.
Any chatter on the comms?
Negative. It's silent on all frequencies.
They should have detected us by now.
Receiving priority 1 transmission.
They're onto you. Get out. Get out of there!
HQ compromised. We're going to need an extraction. I've got Incognita. Deckard and International are on their way.
Get to the roof. I'll cover you. Go!
Deckard, how long till extraction?
30 seconds.
Get us out of here. We've got work to do.
There we are. Now we get to select our team. So we've got a bunch of different agents. It's sort of my meta experience bar carried over from early access. So I actually start with most of the characters are unlocked. The only exception are these two classified folks back here on the far right. These two, they're both classified, and I get them by beating experience difficulty, which I do not believe this will count for because I turned on a custom option. So let's figure out who I want to take. I think I'm going to try Dr.
Tony
Zoo.
Zoo's academic papers may as well be in binary to me. I've been told by very clever people that they're very impressive, but I'm more impressed in practical results. He plays the absent-minded professor character well, but when push comes to shove, he knows exactly what the score is.
So, there's two different variants for each character. So this one has a giant EMP pack, this thing that generates power whenever he uses either of those items, or the other version, which is local EMP blast, disables mainframe devices for 1 turn. Agent's AP is reduced by 1. And a modded shock trap, which just triggers doors and it ignores armor. So I was going to try the variant 2. I want to try variant 1. I've never used this guy before. He sounds kind of interesting. I get to trap doors and do stuff. The other person I will take will be this guy.
Most people find Sharp off-putting because of his cybernetic enhancements. I find him off-putting because he's a sociopath with almost no regard for human life. I shudder to think what he's capable of. And I say this as a person who spends most of her time interfacing with a disembodied artificial intelligence.
Yeah, so this guy is super awesome. His big thing is he actually gets 6 augment slots instead of the normal 2 or 3, so I'll go into that sort of as the mission starts. The only other differences I'm going to do is you can pick sort of different programs you want to use. There's this little guy, Fusion, which is basically just a better version of Power Drip. And then there's other little ones here. I'm actually going to pick up Parasite this game instead. So Lockpick is just 2 power for 1 hack wall. Parasite is breaks down 1 firewall at the start of each turn. And then it causes increasing power drain. Do I actually want that? I'm actually going to stick with basic lock, but Parasite's kind of cute. Look at it, it's so itty-bitty. Okay, I'm going to go with it. Try to go, it'll probably end terribly, but we're going to go with it because he's really adorable. Alright, and I probably don't need this guy. Whatever, I'll roll with it. This is what we're going with. Okay. It's 2074, corporations rule the world. You need to strike back, but you'll never win by force. That's why we're using stealth in a stealth game, and the odds are stacked against you. Yeah, and they're very nice, and they tell you you will fail repeatedly. But you know, each time you learn more your average there, each restart generates a new world of dangerous opportunities, etc., etc. So, if you haven't picked up yet, this is a roguelike. You're expected to lose.
Operator, are you there? Good. I was afraid you didn't make it out. Headquarters is gone. Most of our agents have been captured or killed, and our accounts all frozen. I don't know how the corporations found us, but you can bet they won't give up now that they've had a taste of blood.
Indeed
The Jet's
not.
stealth rig should keep us hidden if we keep moving, but Incognita can't survive long on backup power. She's got 72 hours, tops. We need to mount a counterattack before then, or we'll be defenseless against their scans.
Can't we
If
just,
that
like, plug
happens,
her into
we
the
may
wall
as well just
somewhere?
crash this thing into the ocean. You've never seen the inside of a corporate deprogramming chamber. I won't see the inside of another. Incognita is scanning for targets of opportunity where we can replenish our supplies. Follow her leads and gather what resources you can. I'll run through our contacts and see what favors I can call in. We're going to need all of the advantages we can find in the coming days.
Alright, fair enough. So I got my starting 2 dudes, got my stuff. We're gonna go. Normally there's a whole bunch of extra missions here. Oh, this is actually interesting. I only have 1 mission. So I tried before and I got...
Executives are notoriously slack when it comes to network security,
Yep.
and their terminals are full of interesting information. We found a lightly guarded executive complex here. Get in, find the computer, and steal their contact list. Then we'll have our pick of future targets.
So basically the executive terminals missions basically give you, unlock more different missions for you to do. So let's go here and see what we can uncover. Obviously this is not, uncovering more missions is not the best thing to do.
Destination log
Obviously you want
acquired.
cooler stuff. And
Coordinate threshold
stuff.
9.9%.
We'll see.
Bad news, Operator. They caught us completely by surprise, so we have no firepower with us. The guards' weapons are gene-coded to their owner and useless to us. We're going to have to make do with what we can find along the way. We've beamed you through the security grid. You should be somewhere near the target, but you'll need to look for it. Get the list and find a transport pad to escape, but be quick about it. They noticed a disturbance when we ported in, and their alarm level is already
Okay, fair enough. So I need to go find the terminal and get the heck out. Okay, so first things first, yeah, just hack this. Oh, my cat was being bad. Stupid cat. Okay. Moving on. Alright, so here, got a laser grid here. Different things happen when you walk through lasers. So this one advances the alarm track, which is actually this guy in the upper right. It's called the security level. It basically is like a little wheel that fills up as you do bad stuff or just linger. Either happens. And generally speaking, it's just full of bad. You can make more cameras pop up, it can do other stuff. Oh, hello, guard. Hello, guard. So many guards right here. Yep, so yeah, security level fills up each turn naturally. However, what I can do is I can do all this fun stuff. Yes. Yeah, because if I hack... Yeah, Parasite was probably a mistake. It's very nice to be able to instantly hack stuff. The Parasite one takes a little while. I actually also cannot walk across this because the guards will see me. Oh, I can actually sneak around though. Yeah, that's totally okay. Oh, that's noticed by the enemy. But this one's not. Yeah, there we go. That's what I'm talking about. Okay, so the guard's kind of sauntering around there. Here. Parasite's hacking up the stuff, which is super cool. Alright. Mr. Sharp. Alright, time to hack this. Get some extra power. Is this where it is?
You found the executive terminal.
Splendid.
Hack it, and we can get out of here.
Alright, time to hack it. Use that. Alright, what do we got? What do we got? Yep, shut up, kitty. Okay. Alright, so yeah, I can mod the shock door. Don't need to do that. Ideally, the guards will never know I'm here, but we shall see what happens. Oh, God. This is so bad. Things are already going terribly. I don't really have any options. Okay, so actually this spot's hidden. So this is when you start really relying on cover. The enemy will turn as I move. That location is hidden from the enemy. So what matters here is actually I can go into this view, which kind of gets rid of all the art and just lets me look at the gameplay, basically. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is
damn it, they got away.
Sneak here, and then go into ambush mode. And so you'll see this alarm panel spot here is the last spot the guard saw. So that's what he's going to be investigating. Let's end the turn. Let's hope this works. Sweet. Get tased,
Alarm
bro.
level 1. Additional cameras activated.
Alright, so we spawned cameras. Oh, there's a new camera there. So hacking that. Other than that, we're in the clear. Okay, so Dr. Zoo. Take this, get a site list.
You've got it. Great. When you activated that terminal, it sent out an automated message to change up the guard duty. Be prepared for new patrol patterns.
Okay, we're gonna ambush there on the off chance that some other patrol patterns get caught up here. And hack back, because... Yep. Okay, and we're gonna peek through there. Oh, really? That's like... Oh, okay. Oh, hello. And there's another camera in there. Splendid. And there's a corporate safe. Those have good stuff in them typically, so that's what I really want. Okay, good. It did hack those. Splendid. I was worried I was going to get spotted there for a sec. But everything seems to be hunky-dory, so we're going to actually... And... I'm hesitant to booby-trap the door. But it might be good. Okay, so let's get some credits. That's cool. I always like credits. And you're going to end your turn there. Okay, and Dr. Zoo.
Warning.
Let's get over here. Oh, you're actually about to get back up. So he's going to get back up in 2 turns, which is pretty unfortunate. Okay, so we got that hacked. Let's steal some more stuff. Save. More credits. Okay, can't complain about that. Okay, and steal some power. Take a peek. What is that? Oh, another corporate safe. Okay. And I'm assuming that everything is... Ah, splendid. That's what I'm looking for. More of those. Okay. More doors. I do love doors. I wonder if I can... I don't know if I can trigger my own shock traps, so I'm hesitant to try using them. Okay, so that's a dead-end room. I remember anyways. I got so much extra power that's not really needed. And okay, we're gonna close that door. No one made any noises, so I don't think it's a guard, but you know what? Just to be on the safe side, you might as well be in ambush pose, ready to go. Oh, is there a door over here? This is a really big first level. Usually the first levels are not that broad. Basically, hacking all the fun stuff. Gonna open up this save. Get 50 credits. That's exciting. Okay. I think this is okay. This is a dead end, so I actually can just get out of here because okay. Everything's clean there. Dr. Zoo, if you don't mind taking a peekaroo. Okay, so this is all horrible dead ends, which is the opposite of what I want right now. Ideally, I would just be able to get to the end of the level and we would be happy. Oh, I keep forgetting I actually have this thing. I can just disable things, which is super cool. I don't have to worry about hacking it. I can't do that all the time. I don't know how often I can do it. What if it's every turn?
This
Costs me
getting
an
the area.
Oh, so he's getting back up.
Alarm level 2. Firewalls increased. Data security enhanced.
So what I'm unsure on right now is this guy. Uh-oh.
Did you see that?
We're going to close that. And what we're going to do now is we are going to... Okay, so the guard spotted that, which is bad. So instead, I'm going to move here, shock trap that, move back, and ambush. So hopefully we'll get all that sorted out. Okay. What do we got here? Are you hacked yet? Okay, you'll be hacked next turn. Splendid. So Dr. Zoo can get out of this one.
What was that? Investigating.
Oh, that's kind of amazing.
Hey, you okay?
Oh wow, why is every guard here? This should not be a thing. Like, there should be like no guards here. Why is every guard here? Okay. Whoa, that's a lot of credits. I'm totally okay with that. Okay, get there, get there.
Hey, investigate.
Door. Open the door. Okay, so now he'll be... Okay, getting the ambush ready. Yeah, the mission is get out alive. That's might be tricky. Oh, I'm glad he's checking that wall. That wall is doesn't have any spies in it, so that's good. Managed to luck out on that one. Okay, well I'm gonna loot these guys regardless. Get some creds. Okay, so they did change the inventory system a bit. You can actually load up with as much stuff as you want, but every time you do it now, it lowers your maximum action points each turn. So I can take this pass card, which I'll do, but I lose 1 AP, which is unfortunate. Because I'm trying to move quickly, so... Okay, I'm going to steal his valuables too. We got not much. Okay, splendid. Okay, we're just gonna go here. Call that good. Oh, I can't quite make it. Okay, what I can do is go over here. And I can't predict him. I'm just gonna hope that he takes the shortest possible route to wherever we're going. Yes! Got him. Good job, Sharp. Man, I want this guy to get so decked out, and he'll be amazing. Okay. I can just drop that. I don't need that card anymore because I have another one. So I'm ready to go. Oh, that was a mistake. That was a pretty big mistake. Okay. Because this guy's gonna stand up. He might stand up in the wrong direction. I don't think he will, but we'll see. At least get out that way. We'll see what happens. Okay. Okay, good. He is standing up in the direction that lucked out there. Okay. Let's get out of here. Let's just start booking it. Okay, I'm gonna start closing these doors behind me. Hope they don't think anything of it. And there we go. I don't really know where the escape place is. Uh-oh, new guard? Okay, that's fine. So, when security hits 3, they get a new guard, which is kind of nasty. Sometimes they'll kind of spawn on you, which is pretty bad. I kind of lucked out here where they kind of spawned in the totally not helpful way for them. So, I should be totally fine here. I do actually have a lot of credits, way more than I was expecting, so we're going to check out this store real fast. One of the things I can hack. So I can get these titanium rods. Simple thing is most effective. Melee weapons deal +1 KO damage. That is awesome. Okay, so the reason I'm going to get this is I'm going to put it on... I'm forgetting his name already. Sharp. I'm going to get it on Sharp because Sharp gets to deal extra KO damage every time he has like an augment, which is awesome. Okay, so other things in here, I can get a taser, I already have some, not a big deal. Charge pack, med gel revives dudes, so this refills ammo or resets a cooldown, which is nice, but it's a one-time use, very expensive. Buster chips, I can use to break through firewalls, okay, I already have hacking, don't really care. And cloaking rigs are pretty cool. Basically turns you invisible, so if you get spotted, you can just kind of pop that and get out. I'm actually going to pick up both of these, and the reason I'm going to do that is this is like the best shit went horribly wrong button you can have. And sometimes a gun also works, where you can just shoot them instead and make the problem go away. But, okay, let's see what happens here. Encumbered, yeah. Okay, let's just transfer items. Let's give you the titanium rods. And just install these right now. This guy has so many augment slots. These are basically cybernetic enhancements. Yeah, he starts with 6 augment slots. Every 3 gives his melee weapons +1 damage, so... Let's just install that. Yeah, there we go. I'm excited. This guy's... If I can keep this guy decked out, he is going to be just a melee monster. And then just trying to make sure I don't run into any armored guards, which... I won't yet, but someday I might. Actually, someday I will. I know I will.
Just get in the area.
Okay, so the guards are all kind of like in a circle, like, what the hell just happened to them? I just want to check out this last little room here. Because it's pretty safe to do. I'm in a really good spot right now. Can't really complain. I'm regretting picking this parasite already, because I can't double up on it. It's going to take me 2 whole turns. This is... Okay. So, note to other people who are watching this, despite the fact that Parasite is really cute, and it's easily the cutest of the little hacking programs you can get, it's probably
Looking
bad.
around.
Just don't be fooled by the zero
Looking
zero
around.
power cost. It is not worth it at all. Because it makes you end up wasting lots of turns, makes you super sad. Okay, so I'm going to open this door, take a peek. Is there anything in here that's worth anything? No. The answer is no. Cool. So let's just get the hell out of here. Call this a successful mission. And I still got 900 credits. That's not too bad. And let's exit the level. Boom.
Excellent work, operator. Now to sift through the data and find the juiciest targets.
Thanks, Central. I appreciate you telling me that. Excellent work. So I managed to get out of that one alive. So slightly dicey, not too bad. Okay, so I spent 800. I got 1,000 out of safes, and I stole 290 credits, and both my dudes are up, which is cool beans. Okay, so I can edit my dudes. I'm actually not going to right now, and actually this is something I would advise you guys to as well, is when this happens, don't immediately upgrade you guys, despite how tempting it is. Go back to the mission select.
I've re-established contact with Monster.
This is why.
His network picked up the attack just before it hit us, and we're working to trace it back to the source. In the meantime, he's offered to sell us some of his more rarefied stock.
Greetings. I don't often perform transactions face-to-face, but Gladstone is an old friend. I'll contact you when anything becomes available.
Thank you, Monster. If we find their central server, we may be able to bring them down, or at least distract them long enough that they lose our trail. Continue scavenging operations, and I'll keep you posted as more intel develops.
Okay, so that's the reason, is you will actually be able to get things from Monster. Let's see if he actually... No, that's not it. Does he actually appear here? Upgrade agents. Incoming message.
I've got something you might be interested in. I need a quick decision. This thing's hot.
Okay. So this is the hand cannon. It's got 3 ammo. Just does lethal damage. Doesn't armor pierce or anything. This is pretty terrible. I think it's actually only 900 normally. So this is really not that big a savings, and it's a pretty bad item anyways. So let's ignore him. But sometimes he does have really cool stuff for really, really cheap. So always sort of try and keep it open, because even right now I can just go back in and upgrade my agents. So just don't limit your options before you check out what he's got. See if there's anything else I want to upgrade real fast. I do want to get one of the 2 guys up to speed level 2 so I can get the cloaking rig. That probably makes most sense on Sharp, just because of how likely he is going to be in melee combat. So I'll do that, and then give that to him. So now he's got an out. Now both these guys have a couple tricks up their sleeve. And I don't think I want to spend anything else. I could get 1 or 2 other upgrades for these guys, some of these stats. For those of you curious, speed basically increases how much action points you get each turn. Hacking gives you more power when you jank stuff from consoles. Not really that useful for me, because I don't think I'm going to have any issues with power, at least for a while. Strength lets you carry more items without having those AP penalties, which is really nice. Has some other cool stuff, like at the level 5, it adds more KO damage to melee weapons. I will make it a personal mission to try and get Sharp up to max strength, so that he just KOs dudes for like eternity by touching them. And then improved drag speed and stuff, which is also nice if you're trying to hide bodies and stuff. And then Anarchy lets you steal from guards. So I initially discredited this, where it was like, you know what, I don't need to steal stuff from guards. I can just KO them and then steal from them. But there's a lot of situations where you really don't want to have to even have the guard be alerted to your presence at all. And stealing from them is really, really handy. Then you can steal from them, you can steal more from them, and even more from them, and then you can also steal items from guards, which is pretty handy. Cool, so at this point, we have a bunch of new missions, and we will tune into that next episode. We will take on Mission 2 with 61 hours remaining in Invisible Ink. Thanks so much for tuning in. I will catch you guys next time.